It's a life he never imagined. A life that was changed in the blink of an eye. It started with a serious car accident in 2009, but ended in growth, maturity, and new appreciation for opportunities at hand. This is Corey Wilson. This is his story.
Schools. Yeah. I don't know who's in the district now.
Maybe Urban Mac we played.
We had Urban too.
Urban Mac, Urban Nimitz, South Grand, and then we had us, Smith and Turner. Yeah. So.
For the love of the game.
Let's go back and tell us football, when you first started playing, your interest and your love for the game, and how you got involved in it.
Okay. I started when I was 5. First year you could play flag football. First grade, I never was in Miss Lewis' class. I used to wear my jersey to school and stuff like that. She would always congratulate me on my game and stuff. That's how I remember it. But I started 5th grade flag football, and actually I started out, I'll never forget the tryout for it. They sent me through everything, so I guess my passing was pretty on point. So after I'm leaving the field, and this coach runs up behind me and he gets down on his knees like, Corey, will you be my quarterback? Will you be my quarterback for me? And I said, for all that I said to him, I was like, no, I still get to run. He said, yeah, you can run as much as you want. I'm like, yeah, I'll play quarterback for you. So my football career started out as a quarterback. Got into playing running back, as I got older. And then when I got into middle school, that's kind of when I switched to receiver. But just growing up, me and my brothers, all around the house in the competition, really brought our skills out on the football field. So, I think that's one thing that definitely helped me growing up. Just staying motivated and staying, competitive like that all year round, and seeing my brother do something and like, okay, I want to do this. Maybe being a little bit farther ahead than other kids my age because of that. Being able to see that kind of stuff. So, I definitely think that was a blessing for me.
All right, let's go into favorite team. What you got? Who did you like growing up?
Florida State. I was Florida State Steelers.
In Florida, the Seminoles.
I've been doing that since I can remember. But Florida State and Steelers. Like I said, Florida State. I remember seeing interception with Deion Sanders, and then turned on Florida State, and then the Steelers being born in West Virginia. Big Steelers, big time Steelers country up there. So that's the country where I grew up with. Got into my junior year. I started getting recruited my sophomore year. My first letter was from Iowa. I'll never forget, I was at a friend's house. They were a little bit older. I was over at his house, my mom called me and she was like, Corey, you need to get back to the house. I was far. I can't make it back there. I said, well, you got a letter here from Iowa. I remember going crazy, running around his house. Man, I just got this letter from Iowa. And then I was sitting there like, okay, who really cares? So I was running around inside. I was like, damn, I just got this letter. So I remember getting home, opening it up 100 times in that same day, reading it over and over and over. So that was my motivation. And
College years.
just like I say, seeing the path that my brother took, and some of the other receivers that were there, guys that I knew, that kind of you can't help it you can't overlook that.
OU's big time. Growing up in Big 12 country, OU's big. Well, a lot of times they smack Texas.
Yeah. And actually, to be honest with you, I didn't even really know about OU Texas like that. That first year and a half at OU was kind of, for me personally, looking back on it, it was very disappointing for me. I got up there and they redshirted our whole class our freshman year. So my mindset was kind of like, oh, they're going to redshirt us. I'll worry about this next year. Some playing time going to come up. So right now, I just kind of slacked off a little bit. Really not put everything into it that I need to. And so my freshman year, I was in the redshirt and didn't play. Coming around to my sophomore year, I'm like, okay, get a little bit of time this year. But going into camp, I thought like that, but I didn't prepare myself for that. I didn't work extra hard. I didn't do anything extra. I didn't put anything into it. So going into camp, my sophomore year, I got put back on scout team, and I'll never forget. Went through the workout, whatever, and actually I can remember that Wednesday, that Tuesday, I got kicked out. just had attitude and went off on coach. I got kicked out of the workout. And I'll never forget going and sitting in my car, and I called my mom. And when I called her, my intention was to, basically cuss out the coaches, talk how bad the coaches were doing me and this and that, and I wanted to transfer. But I remember as soon as she answered the phone, all I could do was cry. I just busted out crying, and I was just like, Mom, I'm gonna ruin this. Like, I gotta get anger management. I need help. I need something. Like, I don't want to mess this up. And I don't want to mess this up. Mom, please don't let me mess this up.
The accident.
I remember packing up my apartment, going out, getting in the car, driving down the road, and there was a car behind me, tried to switch into my lane and hit me off the road. And so my car off the road, I flipped twice. They said I got thrown 45 feet from my car.
Ejected out of the car.
Yeah. And the crazy part about it, the windows weren't broken. I had a Trailblazer, 05 Trailblazer in the sunroof. It looked like somebody had taken it to a shop and just got it taken out and set it on the ground. It wasn't broken. Like, it looked like it just got slayed on the ground, and they think that's how I made it out. But I mean, I don't really know. But I got thrown 45 feet.
And it was kind of scary, but I thought I was going to grass to stop. And then I remember when I flipped for the first time, I knew that my car flipped and I hit the top. While I was doing that, I kind of remember starting to get mad, and then I got knocked out. The next thing I know, I woke up and I was laying in the grass, and I tried to pick my head up and look to the right, and I couldn't. My neck was broken, I couldn't. So I just laid back down there. People standing around me, and they're like, calm down, the ambulance is on the way, stuff like that. At the time, I kind of thought that I had been in an explosion. I didn't realize what had happened and what had happened yet. I thought everybody around me had been in some type of explosion.
And is this hard to talk about?
No.
I know, I'm sure a lot of people ask you.
And it never has been. And people have said that to me, like, they're kind of surprised. You say that, like, and to me, it's not. Like, and I truly believe. I mean, God, whatever you believe, God, for me, it's God. I do feel like He's kept something in my heart and in my mind that, yeah, I'm putting me through this, man. But it's like, and anytime, even by myself, that I'm trying to sit there crying for something, it's like, I can't cry.
Okay, tell us the diagnosis. What did doctors say ended up happening to you medically?
I fractured my neck, C5, and my neck, C5, C6 vertebrae. They cut me right here, or this right here. But they did, I don't think they did anything. I think he said it would be okay. So I don't know what they exactly did, but then I fractured the T12 vertebrae in my back. So obviously the doctor, I'm paralyzed. The doctor says this and that about chances, but my mindset from the beginning was you can't tell me what's going to happen to me based on the past or based on somebody else. Like, yeah, everybody had the same situation, but tomorrow brings a new day. Especially 2009, 2010, the time it happened. No telling what medicine and technology can do. I'm young, so as far as that, I wasn't. It's like, okay, you had to say that. Obviously, being a doctor, you had to say whatever, but I didn't really listen to that. So, as far as him telling me I was paralyzed and that, it's like, okay, now what rehab am I going to get into? What workouts am I going to do? What can I do to prepare my body for the day that I'm out of the chair? That was kind of my mindset.
Rehab routine.
So you said you go every day to rehab?
No, 3 days a week.
3 days a week?
Yeah. Usually like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Mondays, at first we were just lifting every day basically, but now it's, Monday is more balance type stuff, core work, working on balancing. Wednesdays is kind of like the rehab actual day, stretches and different movements for my shoulder and stuff like that. And then, kind of working knots and stuff out of my back. And then Thursdays is my hard day. And we get a couple lifts in. We do ESD, metabolics. I do some the ropes, do things with the ropes, a lot of med ball tosses and things like that. So I even started getting on, they had this bike there, so I get in front of it and just take the little handles, I guess, and do like that. And it adds resistance and takes off resistance. So and every couple weeks try to find something new. Every time I go in there, try to find something new to do.
So you went today? Or
no,
today?
This is actually my off week.
Okay.
So this is the first quarter. I took this one back, and they were the Hebron humps. And so I told myself if I scored that I was gonna run up and down the field like a hawk. And And we got a little bit of it on here, but I ran all the way back down the field like that. And then when I got to the 50, I kind of looked over their sideline and went like that and turned to ours and went to the sideline. Young Cole right here, Jordan Cole, getting ready for the CREEKVIEW this season. Gonna shut it down defense side of the ball. He a corner, he couldn't hold me though when I was this
Oh, you went down?
Oh, no, man, come on. Good and great, man. We trying to be great. This is my senior night, man. There's no way I'm not scoring a touchdown tonight. I tried to shake hands with the ref like I was getting my diploma and hand him the ball, but he wouldn't have it. He just told me to give the ball. And this right here, they actually, this team. We were supposed to, this is supposed to be our main, like our stadium field, but all those houses started complaining, talking about the lights, complaining about the lights, stuff like that. Which, I mean, we got these, so I never really understood. Wall. Trying to walk up while slow, or walk by somebody so the coaches wouldn't see my spat. I can always remember coming out of that tunnel like that, being all scared.
Yeah, I remember. I was just telling them freshman year about the LD Bell game. When we took that kickback. Yeah. The LD Bell. Yeah. Where LD Bell was? Yeah. This is my freshman coach. Yeah.
Okay, Erica Bennett. Hi.
Leroy.
Very nice to meet you. This is my brother.
Becoming a better man. Next steps and beyond. So, saw that you had something with a charity basketball game. Tell us about that. What made you do something like that? Do you want to continue to try and, have awareness raised, money raised, things like that, either for people who are in your position or maybe somebody who is going through something similar? Tell us about that.
As far as helping, we put on that basketball game. That was big for me. It was cool for me just for all the guys to come back around and be together. But to be able to raise money like that, of course everybody wants to make money, and I want to do the same. But to me, money is opportunity. It's not like, oh, if I get this money, I go buy this. Like, I might get $1 million and go put it into a facility strictly for people in wheelchairs, for different workouts. Like, I don't know. It's just any way you can help somebody is fun to me. You're not even making a big deal about it. Just doing it because that's the way I am.
Could you see yourself having a foundation one day?
Yeah, and I want to have that now. We got, like, my brother got this GOG company, Good or Great. I want to make it a company, a business, but I want to have a nonprofit foundation. Originally I wanted to be for people in wheelchairs, but I wanted to be for people in wheelchairs, any kind of kid that goes through any type of tragedy like that, single parent households, especially as a young kid, I know how important it is to have somebody that you can look up to, or have something that you can stay focused on from day to day, regardless of what's going on in your life. So I want to be able to provide that for somebody any way I can, whether it's donate money, donate equipment, whatever. I want to be able to do that.
Take us to this point in life after. Obviously, everything has changed. How has it changed your life in aspect, and what has it been like for you on a day-to-day basis?
It's changed everything from obviously the way I get around, the way I handle things, to my mentality.
Finishing up, what would you say has been the biggest thing or lesson that you've learned, and then the biggest message that you want people to know about Corey Wilson? Loaded question.
Now, it's trying to be great. It's about his business. Like I say, I wasn't known for that when I was a kid. I was lazy, I would procrastinate, I put everything off. So I just want people to look at me and see that I'm trying to do something every day, or staying focused on getting better. And it sounds so simple, but to me, when you say getting better, that applies to everything in life. So to me, that's what I want people to see, because more than me, because I can go out here and give all these speeches and give all these people these messages to people, these inspiring messages, say whatever I want. But if it's not in their hearts and in their mindset, then when they go home, they're not going to remember that. So if I can live that, I think that's more important to me, them seeing that, because then it's like, okay, I saw him do this, it's actions. And then it's not just talk. It's not like, oh, I can say this. I need to go out there and live like that too. So I feel like that's the biggest thing I want people to see for me is just that approaching every day like that.
Lead by example.
I guess you guys aren't ready for that yet. But your kids are gonna love it.
I sent him into the future.